Hello everybody, and welcome back to Boiler 1. Welcome back to the test facility. So I'm just going to give you a quick update now. I redid some of the formatting so the game runs and moves a bit smoother. I think it does anyway. I think it looks a lot better. I was messing around one day, so I built this just out of a whim. It's called the Tic Tac of Death. And it's glitched out again, but if you want to watch it, here it goes. This actually has some of the highest excitement ratings of any coaster I've ever built, which is weird considering how unrealistic it is. Oh shoot, I have to close it. Alright, we're gonna do this a test run just so you guys can watch. I opened it up just because I wanted to. And then a bunch of people, just to have something stupid in the park that people would actually go on. And then a bunch of people were complaining and they wouldn't get on the ride because they didn't have a bathroom, so I decided to use the clown bathroom model, but I made it into the most horrifying thing you could possibly imagine that you'd use to take a bathroom. I think I did pretty good here. And there goes the Tic Tac. I just realized I have two screen. I don't need that. I think the game looks better now. It's running a little faster. Maybe I can up the graphics just a bit. Maybe we can actually have shadows now. Wouldn't that be nice? And it doesn't even have brakes because it's just at an equal height. Anyway, so that's that. We're going to just delete all of this now. Gotta delete the paths. You guys don't really care about this, which is why I'm probably just gonna cut this all out. I'm still talking. Oh, never mind, the pretty music's in. Well, I'm not gonna cut any of it now because of the pretty music. I'm gonna get rid of all that path, just because we can. We'll leave the trees and rocks and stuff, they look nice. I don't know if you guys can hear fireworks outside, but there's someone in the neighborhood shooting fireworks, even though it's nowhere near America Day yet. So we got a couple updates here. First is on the sponge coaster here. I've been working on it. I added this little wraparound corkscrew. I didn't really want to continue making this on a video stream, or on a video, since I wanted it to be synced to a song. I needed to listen to the song and do it, so I thought it wouldn't really make for a great video. But I think I want to wrap around corkscrew and then one other sort of element at the end before the final brake run. I'm thinking maybe just like a double helix or something, an upward helix, or maybe probably an upward helix or something like that. But we can watch it go through if y'all want. We'll do that in a bit, but before I want to show you the other stuff that's coming in. Actually, we'll do this first. Oh, I can't believe this looks so much better. Just all I did was change the formatting of the window. I hope it looks better on your end too. I know my recording is kind of on a low resolution because the game, obviously, computer has to run more when it's recording than when it's not, so yeah. So here we go through the launch. Hopefully the timing isn't affected just because the game's running smoother. If it is, I can always make some adjustments, and maybe I'll make that. But then the big rock, the big purple rock hill, our top hat. Then we have this little leaning loop helix thing. And then the wraparound corkscrew. feel like that's a nice thriller. There we go. And then this new one I wanted to put together. This is going to be a pair of single rail racing coasters. Interestingly, this coaster model, I love it. Makes a weird sound when it rolls, probably because it's a single rail. But this is based on the RMC T-Rex model, which is a coaster model that I don't think has ever made an actual debut in any park. But I think it's in research and development still. But we might see one in the near future. Who knows? By the near future, I mean a few years. But I wanted to make this a racing coaster for my my big America park when I finally finish that. So it's going to be corkscrew versus loop. The loop is going to be the white side. The blue is going to be the corkscrew side. So they're going to have a race through the hills, around a turn. Then one side will do a loop, the other will do a double corkscrew. Because I want this to be in the California section, and California is home to the first ever corkscrew roller coaster and the first steel loop coaster. So I thought that would be kind of appropriate, but it's still got this new twist. It's got this new single rail thing, which looks really cool, really kind of crisp and clean. I was going to continue, but it would get in the way of the sponge coaster, and it's hard to move stuff with tunnels, and it's also hard to move stuff when you want to do tests, because sometimes the heat maps on this game bug out. And then we still have this rainbow race, the rainbow road race thing. I'll get back to that sometime. But since there's a lot of open space now, I also took out the stand-up coaster, because I actually completed that layout. I'll make a video of it, but I wanted to move it to the new theming studio I had created, where I add scenic elements to stuff, and I have one little secret project there too. So I'll do another introduction video for that. But for now, I just want to make. We have enough space to add a new coaster, so I have some little preview models as options here. So the first one we have here. Oh, the game froze for a second. The first one we have here is going to be like X out of this. It's going to be a mine train style coaster, much like kind of like the Aero mine trains or like the ones at Disney. But it's going to be called the Mountain Road, and it's going to just be a mine train that has it'll have some steep turns like this, mountain scenery, which I'll have to make, and things like that. The track will run through it, so I'll first build up the track layout, see how I want that to go, and then we can build the mountain. So that's the Mountain Road coaster. I guess we can ride the preview. So it just goes down, and it's going to have like a steep diving drop here and a fake track up there, so it's like falling off, kind of like as if the track were breaking down or something. The next thing I wanted to do, just kind of for the lulz, is make a roller coaster here as a tribute to my past of video games and roller coaster games. But make a coaster that runs on Thrillville logic. Thrillville being a game that I played on the PlayStation 2. Thrillville off the rails, so you can build roller coasters in there, but with the limited capabilities of the PlayStation 2, you couldn't make it. And things were less precise and more angular, so I thought that kind of naturally lent itself to the El Loco model, and I think we could make a neat coaster of that. Maybe we'll put that in the America Park too. I definitely want to put the train ride, the Mountain Road in the America Park, as like, well, symbolize the mountains. This could be maybe like a New York City cab kind of theme or something. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions too. I'd love to hear them for any of these coasters. This one probably isn't going to go in the America Park, but I really just thought it'd be neat. Is an Aero hyper coaster, but themed to the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers Bratzuka. You're probably only going to know what that is if you're from where I'm from, but it's minor league baseball team we have. There's the traditional Bratzuka, which is a compressed air powered gun that shoots bratwurst into the crowd, and it's a fun time, and I wanted to make a big hyper coaster themed to that, and then just baseball. So I had the same kind of colors as that the stadium had, and this is just kind of an example of what the layout could look like with like some nice camelback hills and some like high up turns and stuff like that. I'm stuttering through a lot of words. I'm tired. Ooh, I didn't know you could zoom in this camera. I tried to make the train look like a bratwurst sandwich, but it didn't really work because the train's color scheme is kind of not much to it, but yes. And then, of course, I know I've talked about this before, but never really, I kind of pushed it aside, the American Eagle RMC rebuild. I wanted to build this, put this Eagle balloon there to symbolize how America it is. It'll probably be in the actual thing, but I had a couple ideas. One of them is to, why is my camera moving so slow? There we go. So one idea I had was to maybe, in a sense of I don't know, but in a way of being kind of I'm just gonna let you watch for a bit before I do it, because I think this is really fun, or just to get a good feel of it, since it is a racing coaster. I'll have to skip some of this, but the idea is either maybe do a non-inverting coaster and a non-inverting RMC like New Texas Giant, but as a racer, or maybe have one side that inverts and one that doesn't. I'm not going to do the Mobius loop style thing because, well, in this game, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just going to be a longer coaster, and it's really hard to sync it up when you have a Mobius loop. So I'm just going to make it a two-coaster thing, and we can just stay in spirit that it's a bit like a quasi-Mobius racer. Which is, it goes on one track then the other, but it's just going to be two separate tracks. It's going to be red and white and blue, of course, and we're going to try to make it as grand as the original. And then the last one I wanted to do, I know I said I wouldn't talk about it before, but I want to do another maybe little series about remaking real coasters with different coaster models. So the first idea I had was rebuilding the Smiler at Alton Towers, one of the weirdest roller coaster names out there in my opinion, but rebuild that as a classic aero looper. The current record holder for most inversions is going to be rebuilt into this old style, kind of older style looping coaster, and I think it'll be pretty fun. I just left it at the original colors for now, but I'd probably like re-theme it just for the sake of originality. Maybe to like bees or something. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. But I'm gonna put up a poll, so if you're on you tap if you're on phone, or click if you're on a desktop, and just click the little eye icon in the upper right corner of the video, and you'll be able to find the poll for the 5 coaster models that I have, and you can vote for them. So let's give this one a ride. Let's see if there's anything oops, it's crashing. See if there's anything I'm missing. I do like the Bumblebee theme. I think that would be kind of fun, especially with this coaster model. And we'll see what other themes you guys can come up with, or if you guys think these are good. And yeah. Well, I guess that about does it. So let me know in the comments or in the poll preferably in the poll what you guys want to see next. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Toot toot.